going on, guys? Steve Kempf, SK Photography. Today I want to do a product review. About a week ago I went to Alan's Camera and Video in Levittown, PA. Big shocker there, I've never mentioned that in any of my other videos. And picked up what is now going to be my new favorite lens. This is the 17-55mm 2.8 lens. The price you pay for this lens, you get back with your results if you know how to take a photo properly. Brand new, it's about $1,500 after tax. Used, it's about $1,100 after tax. But like I said, yeah, that may be a little expensive. You get results. What you pay for is what you get. The biggest thing that makes this lens so great is that it shoots at 2.8 at a wide variety of millimeters, or distances, I should say. Take example, your 50mm 1.8 lens. I own a 50mm 1.8 lens, and 1.8 is actually an aperture step down from a 2.8. But you can't physically zoom with the lens. The only way you could zoom with the lens is if you move forward or back with your body and, of course, your camera. That's the only way you can zoom. This lens, 17-55, no matter what millimeter you're at, 2.8. That is huge. I wish I had this lens when I was shooting my friend's little brother's rave. His house is very small and the 50mm was just not cutting it because I was getting too close of a shots and I couldn't move back anymore, and of course moving closer ain't gonna cut it. So being able to zoom at 17, 28, 45, 55 millimeters at 2.8, that is huge. That's really going to help out your photography and really help blur out that background as well. I don't know all the specifications just yet, so bear with me here. But as I was reading over in the manual, it has an internal focusing system, a silent wave motor at that as well. Quiet focusing. When I go up, but my microphone, I'm sorry. When I go to take a photo with this, it's so quiet. Usually you hear ew, ew, ew in a lot of lenses. This is very quiet, it's very subtle, and it's actually very quick to focus as well. Quickness is a big thing with me in photography, and I'm sure it is with a lot of other photographers. You want to get focusing. You don't want to spend a minute trying to focus on one subject. You want to be able to click, focus, shoot, got the picture. So that's going to be a huge thing for this lens. It can go to autofocus or to manual. But when I was reading over the manual, it also said that if you leave it in M/A, that's manual/automatic, it will automatically focus the lens for you. But if you wanted to, you can manually go in and just change it without switching that little switch on the side just to manual. It can be an automatic, but you could also, if you really need to, manually focus it while still in automatic. I see right here the use of 3 aspherical and 3 ED lenses, elements in there that can be used. That is going to help with sharp on pictures. This lens, all the glass that's in it, it's very high quality glass. It's a very durable lens as well. I'm not going to drop it and show you, but you know, if I accidentally, place it on the counter a little wrong, a little too hard, it's going to be okay, but you should always be careful with your equipment. The lenses and glass in here are really going to make your images so sharp. I even went and did a couple of test shots on my roommate Christine, and I did some headshots because I have a gig coming up to do a couple of headshots for a company, and her eyes, they're coming out so crisp. Of course, you got to know your settings in manual to do it. You can't have a low shutter speed and a high aperture, or this and that. You got to have your settings right, but if you have them right, this lens is really going to help you produce awesome images. So like I said, this is the Nikon 17-55mm 2.8. I do believe Alan's Camera and Video in Levittown do have some used right now, and of course they always have new. So please I always highly recommend them. If you're an amateur to expand your photography skills, or a professional, a lot of professionals use this lens. I like to consider myself an amateur moving into the stage of professional, so this is going to be my first actual professional lens for my Nikon D7000. If you guys have any questions on this lens, please leave them in the comment box below. If you like my page, please subscribe. I always encourage that. And if you guys just want to send me some pictures, I'd love to see you guys work. So once again, this is the Nikon cough 17 to 55 millimeter 2.8. You can shoot at 2.8 from 17 to 55. The glass in it is going to make your images sharp, and the internal focusing system in it is really going to help you with focusing, quiet focusing at that. Please subscribe. Take it easy, guys.